rehabilitative care to those with incurable visual disability continues to be the strong focus area of the Institute. LVPEI is also playing a key role in the implementation of various eye health initiatives, universal eye health programs, in partnership with state governments. Receiving the very prestigious Greenberg Prize in Blindness 2020 and the inauguration of the 200th Primary Eye Care Center were both a deserved recognition and a true celebration of LVPEI's aspiration to eliminate avoidable blindness by 2020. While significant work touching millions of lives is already accomplished, yet a lot more needs to be done. The final goal is every village in a remote rural location anywhere in the world should have access to the best possible comprehensive eye care. In future, V Prasad Eye Institute will work on the combination of 3 T's: talent, technology, and tenderness, and it will continue the saga of a caring institution with relevance and impact, so that all may see.
Namaste everyone, I'm Anji from the Communication Department of the V Prasad Eye Institute, and I welcome you all here on the occasion when we are celebrating, when we are commemorating the Fall Prevention Week. We are delighted to have you all here, and would like to tell you that Fall Prevention Week is a universal movement, observed across the world between 18th and 22nd September. This is to raise awareness about the causes which can lead to falls in our elderly, and what measures can we take to prevent that from happening. It is my pleasure to welcome Colonel Rameshwar Gupta and Ms. K. Sujata from Gland Pharma's senior leadership team for joining us today. We would also like to thank Gland Pharma for supporting the exclusive elderly eye care facility at our Banjara Hills campus, Gland Pharma Centre for Elderly Eye Care. and for making this initiative a reality. A hearty welcome to our friends from media, our patients and supporters, and of course, the members of LVPEI family. At LV Prasad Eye Institute, we prioritize taking care of elderly eye health. Our dedicated elderly eye care centers are equipped to handle eye care needs of our senior citizens. And today, to create greater awareness about safety measures that can help reduce falling risks among senior citizens, we have inaugurated the Falls Prevention Experience Center at Gland Pharma Centre for Elderly Eye Care, Hyderabad. And now, before we dive into today's program, let me share a personal account that underlines the importance of such an experience center and why we need to be more cautious and vigilant when it comes to our elders' safety and well-being. So it is about 7 years back, one day I received a call from my father. And the news was shocking. My grandmother had passed away due to a small accident. She had a fall from the stairs of our ancestral house, which she had been climbing for past 70 years. Everybody was shocked. How can it happen? It was devastating. Everybody was in disbelief, because otherwise she was all hale and hearty. Now the question, why did she fall? This also underlines the fact that there are, our elderly may succumb to falls even in the most familiar scenarios and surroundings. And why it is crucial to have such experience centers, or why it is crucial to pay attention to details how we can secure our elderly's surroundings. Now, without further delay, let's hear from Dr. Pragnya Rao as she sheds light on common eye health concerns among elderly. Dr. Pragnya Rao.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah. So that was a moving story. So I'll be now talking about some common eye disorders. So I'll be switching between Telugu and English so that we connect to all the audiences that are available here today. So yeah. So I'm Dr. Pragnya and I work here at the Cornea and Anterior Segment Services in the Cornea Institute. And today I'll be talking about the common eye problems in elderly. So what is the importance of eyesight in old age? As we all know, eyesight is actually very important at all age groups, but in old age it is even more important because it's not just impacting vision, but it's also, if it's not good, then like Aarti has just mentioned, it can cause falls, which can cause multiple systemic morbidities or issues where people develop hip fractures or leg fractures, and then they may have head injuries, which can all actually affect their health. So as you can see, vision in the old age also is very important because the physical strength decreases. So we tend to read more, we develop new hobbies, and the reflexes become slow. So as the reflexes are slow, it is more important for us to depend on the visual cues so that we're walking in the right directions and using, even in the home place, we need to be aware of everything so that we avoid falls. So even in the elderly age group, as we move into the new phase where we're developing new hobbies, ensuring that we have good vision is very important. So some myths that we generally have about elderly age group is vision decreases with age and we can't do anything about it. But there's a lot that we can do for a lot of eye problems that can be encountered in the elderly age group, and when you come to the hospital, get a good treatment, then we can sort out a lot of these problems and ensure we can restore as much vision as possible. Also, cataract is a major operation and old people are not fit for the same. This is one of the myths that is there, but We have very good equipment here at LV Prasad, backed by a huge team of anesthetists and good infrastructure. We are safely doing cataract surgeries in people as old as 90s and plus as well. So we shouldn't be delaying surgery just because the age is old. And also a lot of other myths that the cataract should become very ripe or it should be completely mature before it needs to be operated, or there can be some medications, especially from colloquial treatments, that can melt cataract so that you don't need surgery. And also cataract being the only cause for vision loss in old age are other myths that need to be addressed. So visiting your ophthalmologist, getting a regular eye checkups are important. So as you can see, amongst all the difficulties or problems that all elderly people generally face in their in the entire body, cataract and loss of vision is very, very high. That is almost attributes to 88% of issues. So some of the common issues we'll be discussing about right now is నియర్ విజన్ డిఫికల్టీ. సో దీన్ని తెలుగులో చత్వార్ అని కూడా అంటారండి. సో దగ్గర పెట్టుకుంటే మనం రీడింగ్ కానీ రైటింగ్ అలా బుక్స్ చదవడం అవి ఇబ్బంది అనిపిస్తాయి. సో విత్ ఏజ్ జనరలీ వీ హ్యావ్ లెస్ reading capability, but a simple measure as simple as just using reading glasses can improve our efficiency and we can end up working really well. And so we all need to get our eyes tested. The second problem is cataract. Cataract ni telugulo suklalu antarandi. So ikkada kanipistundi. So in a camera we generally have a clear lens, so that is needed so that the rays from outside are focused onto the retina. But when this lens becomes opacified, as seen in this image, the vision decreases because the amount of light that enters inside the eye is low. So cataracts again are a cause for reduced vision, the most common cause, and it's a reversible cause. When operated, we can actually reverse this type of blindness. So as you can see, this is an image. So this is how a normal vision should be, and the vision can be as cloudy as this, but it gradually increases. So the blurriness gradually increases over a period of time. So it's important for us to not wait for this stage of advanced cataracts where we can't see what's around us and have falls and then experience difficulty. So a simple surgery of cataract, average timing would be 10 to 15 minutes for the surgical procedure, and this is a daycare surgery. You'll be operated and sent home, can actually clear up this lens opacification and give good vision. So going to the doctor early whenever you're experiencing blurriness of vision is again very important. After cataract, the cataract itself doesn't come back, but there's something called secondary cataract or after cataract. That is, there are some opacities on the bag that holds the lens. This can be treated by a small simple laser opening that is created in this bag, which is called PCO. So after cataract, if you're experiencing blurry vision, typically after a few months or a year or two, then it's good to come back, have a checkup, and then get this small laser treatment done so that you'll be able to see better. And just because it says laser, it's not going to be expensive. It's quite an inexpensive and very affordable treatment. But sometimes just getting a cataract surgery done alone may not be a solution. We may experience difficulty in vision because of some residual refractive error, for which the vision normally should be like this, good for distance and good for near. But after cataract, it's always not possible to restore vision like a 20-year-old young patient. But some people may experience blurriness for distance while they may be able to read for near based on the residual error or the type of lens used. Or some may have clear distance but very blurry near. This is the most common scenario. So for all of these, you will have good spectacle correction, and by using them, we can just treat this blurriness and we can prevent falls. Another important disease, దీన్ని నీటి కాసులు జబ్బు అంటారు. అంటే ఒంట్లో బీపీ లాగా కంట్లో బీపీ. So the pressure inside the eye increases, so the nerve is affected. దానివల్ల నరం దెబ్బతింటుందండి, and our field of vision decreases. Like you can see, a normal person can see everything clearly, and as you can see in early glaucoma, at the edges you can't visualize anything, and as the advancement increases, it feels like you're looking through a tunnel or a pipe where you can just see the central portion and you're blind in the rest of the field you can't make out anything. So for glaucoma, again, early detection, because this is an irreversible cause of blindness, so we need to actually get screened for it, especially if we have a family history, and then start on some medications and be under regular follow-up. Then we have some other additional causes like age-related macular degeneration. This is more common in the Western countries, but this is something to do with the nerve. So ఇదేంటంటే నరంలో వయసు వలన మనకి ఇబ్బందులు కలుగుతాయి. నరం అనేది దాని సెల్స్లో అక్కడ కొన్ని చేంజెస్ అవ్వడం మూలాన మన మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ జోన్ ఫర్ విజన్ మ్యాక్యులా అంటారు, అన్నిటికంటే ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఏరియా చూపు కోసం, అది ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో దిస్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ మే బీ రివర్సిబుల్ బట్ వెరీ రేర్లీ that is the case. So early detection again is very important in this case. So as you can see, this is the most important zone for vision, so that may be affected here. So vision initially can just start off as distortion of images. So ఎప్పుడైనా మనం చూస్తున్నప్పుడు vision images are not appearing clear, but there's lot of irregularities or image అనేది వంకర్ టింకర్గా అవుతున్నట్టు అనిపిస్తే it's very important అండి, వచ్చి చెకప్ చేయించుకొని we need to get screened for this. In advanced diseases, in the central zone, we may not be able to see anything. So it can get as bad as you can't see anything in the exact central field. Some other important issues with age is dry eyes, wherein దీన్ని కళ్ళు పొడిబాడడం అంటారండి. So with age, the water production in the eye can reduce, but this can also be because of menopause, which is seen in a lot of elderly women, and also other hormonal changes, but most often because of some other issues in the body. So that time there's generally an issue with tear production, so the corneas get affected and the vision can go down, and it actually is a very incapacitating issue. Just using medications and getting